What's going on, y'all? So listen. So we are back again for another episode review of Empire Season 4, Episode 17, Bloody Noses and Crack Crowns, okay? So things are really heating up in Empire at this moment. After that little stunt that Eddie pulled, putting up Blake's picture, of him in the, KKK salute, Hell Hitler salute or whatever, trying to embarrass him, getting Blake kicked off in Empire, you know, knowing damn well Lucius wasn't gonna just sit there and let that happen and lose his cool and all that shit. And yeah, it was a stunt for the board members. And of course, when we see Eddie getting this little performance by Tiana. And I'm not gonna go everything because it really wasn't much in the first half. All right. She performing for him. All this stuff is going into the favor of Eddie. Eddie already know that the board member likes him. The board members love him. And see, I was sitting there looking at that board member, the whole board. This is what happens when you get into a company, and this is the shady side of business, but it's legal as fuck. And I say shady because I think it's fucked up how shit happens. You can make a business. It's your idea. It's your company. You built it with your own two hands. You built it with your own money, your own capital. You took out the loans. You paying back these loans and all this stuff. You made this from your own sweat, blood, and tears. But if you have a fucking board, that board can vote you out and take over your company, and you will no longer be a part of it. And that's basically what Eddie is trying to do and sell his shit off. And that is legal in the business world. As long as they got a board, anybody can overturn your shit. And that board is all in Eddie's hand like putty. Edna don't give a fuck that Eddie fucked her over. She's still team Eddie. She was like, with all the stuff that was going on with Lucius and this aggressive behavior and this outburst and all this shit, I want Eddie to come back. I vote that we put it to a vote that Eddie comes back. I Anybody second it? The little white dude, literally, he seconds it, and everybody else do it. And what irks me so much about this, I don't know, maybe I'm just, doing the little most a little bit, but had the board been mostly black folks, it probably would have been another way, or minorities. But then again, that's not safe because some of these niggas out here, they get college degrees and get a little position, and then they forget that, some of them came from the hood too. They just forget about their own people. I'm just fucking saying. But I couldn't help but see that. So at this point in time, Cookie and Lucius is trying to come up with an idea how to get back at Eddie, because Eddie, like I said, is ruling and controlling and winning at this game. It's like they don't know what's going on. He's always like 5 steps ahead of them because they come up with this idea to want to buy back the party, buy back Empire, okay? And this means taking it from public to taking it private again, okay? One of the big things that Lucius was trying to do, I think a couple of seasons ago, was make Empire public. And it was a whole bunch of drama surrounding that. People was trying to stop that from happening, and I guess when it's private, you get more money coming in, more people, more shareholders get a take of it. And the stocks and bond shit, it's a tricky thing, but people make money off the stock markets and shit like that. And so they was thinking about it at first. Lucius wasn't here for it, but then Lucius got on board. They was about to go and talk to some dude named Sam Goodell or something like that. They see Eddie and Anika ass in the fucking lobby, and basically come to find out, Eddie just came back from the same guy they going to, and she was like, "I know you finna go to him, but he probably want to tell you this in person. Whatever you trying to plan, he ain't got the money to do it, and neither do you. Okay, so he's not gonna back your deal or whatever that is that you trying to do." I said, "Ain't this about a bitch?" This motherfucker tried it, and it's just like every time they try to come up with something, it always backfires. And this just goes to show that Eddie, he is the teacher. So, and Lucius should have known that. Like, this man taught you everything that he knew, so he's applying it to you, okay? And he's gonna use that shit on your ass. And it is so fucked up what they doing. Meanwhile, they was trying to get people interested in, buying back and putting, some money up or whatever, because they need a lot of money. Andre comes up with this idea of, hey, let me make it seem like, get to Eddie and get the numbers, because at one point Becky comes in and was like, y'all need to see this. They turned the TV on, or somebody else, I think Thirsty or somebody came in, whoever. They turned the TV on, bitch, and people are buying up Empire's stock, okay? So they thinking that they getting everything in order, everything's going to the good. They on the phone with a fake ass Michelle Obama. They on the phone talking about some Oprah didn't put her shares in and all this shit. I said, boy, if you don't stop playing, but okay, that's cute. Chicago people. All right, rep. Mind you, they film in Chicago. So those are all Chicago people that they just mentioned, or whoever. So hey, that's cute. That was cute. I saw that. And they trying to understand, why is it that the stocks are going up, okay? The stocks are going up because Kelly Patel are buying the shit too at a premium rate. And I said, good move, but sneaky as fuck. This shit is just crazy. So Andre comes up with this plan to be like, look, let me just go over there to Eddie and Anika and make it seem like I'm on their side so I can get their price, what they're using, what they're getting, and all this shit, because we need to know that. It was like, how you gonna sell it? Because Eddie already think that I'm still, fuck y'all and I'll be on his team. Like the family still don't got no part with me or whatever. So he goes over there. He was like, yo, he's selling himself. Now, if I was just in there, a regular person coming in and didn't know the history of the Empire and the Lion family, and even if I did, something about the way Andre was selling himself, it just didn't seem real to me. Maybe because we already know the backstory, but I wouldn't have been sold. I would have been just like a nigga, bitch. You really think we gonna buy this shit? But Eddie was cool with it. He said, listen, if you want me to get in a press conference right about now, any day, anytime, wherever you want me set up, put this press conference out here, and I denounce my family and tell them that I'm on your side because I like what you doing. And Lucius, he don't understand it. So sure enough, they do a press conference at Empire. And just he putting it out there that he's with Eddie and he supports him, he back him. Of course, Cookie and Lucius is standing there looking. The reporter come over there trying to get his opinion. And at first, Cookie was like, she ain't got no comments. But Lucius was looking like, he was really pissed off. He was selling it. Because I was like, hold on. Are we still playing games right now? Do you know that this is a script that we doing? Or are you really mad? Lucius was selling that shit like he was really, really pissed off. So at this point, they at there celebrating Anika, Eddie, Andre. They're about to go out. He was like, hold on a minute. I got to go get my jacket because he left his jacket. He goes in there and he's flashing pictures, taking pictures of the report that Eddie just put on the table. Now, to me, I only looked at the half of this. This is the first half of this review. I've only looked at the first half of this episode. But to me, it seemed as if that was a little bit too fucking easy. He didn't get caught. And I said, it just didn't seem like real. It seemed too easy, okay? It was like $650 million that they needed to buy in or whatever that Kelly Patel was putting up for something that they was gathering. It was a lot of goddamn money. So he sent those photos to Lucius and Cookie. Cookie comes up with this thing about having a little Empire Extreme block party type of situation because she, throughout the episode, she's having flashbacks of when Cookie and Lucius was younger, when they was first getting started, when they was going through hard times, how they got out of those hard times. She remembered this one time when he got cut off and this dude Mike came over and helped him out, and how they threw a block party or a rent party, so that they can be covered for the next month and shit like that. And so they want to do the same thing with Extreme, throw a live Extreme concert, have people, come through, perform, get people, interested, get some money out of them, like a Kickstarter thing. If it matches what they need, it's cool. They gonna give them some stuff back. If it don't, they gonna get the money back. Okay, fine. Because Thirsty was kind of confused. Me too, a little bit. But all right. So, they doing that. Hakeem still shacked up with... Hakeem moves on fucking fast, bitch. That motherfucker playing around with Cassie. Cassie was like, your bitch still calling her? That bitch still calling you? You got this bitch as your fucking ringtone? Girl, you need to change that shit. He looking at his phone. Blake keep on calling him and texting him. He was like, yeah, I need to get a new number. And so we see this scene with Eddie and Giselle, his wife, his current wife, Nicole Ari Parker, they talking about, she giving him some new shoes. He was like, these are my lucky shoes, though. She was like, fuck that. I don't understand what the fuck you doing with these lions, because they crazy as shit. All right, we crazy, but they crazy too. They on another level. And having Andre on there, don't you think Andre is playing you? Like, come on. He was like, don't you think? How come you probably didn't think that I was playing him? You know what I'm saying? I got this. And he was like, every time we do a deal, I always have an ace up my sleeve. And she was like, well, what's your ace in this one? You. And I said, bitch, what? Next thing you know, they started kissing and shit. I said, Nicole Ari Parker, you kissing on Forrest Whitaker like that? Girl, go burn your lips. Anyway, let me stop, because I just had a flashback, and I almost felt a little bit sorry for him, because he was in Black Panther and he did sacrifice himself. You know what I'm saying? But still, fuck him, fuck Eddie. Okay, that's what she was trying to do. Lucius and Hakeem and you know Cookie, they trying to figure out who gonna do the extreme stuff, who gonna perform, and they getting the list together. And they was like, we already know Tiana ain't gonna do it, because she all Eddie gassed her head up so goddamn big. She was like, Cookie said, we don't need her auto-tuned ass any fucking way. So at this point, this when Becky comes in and was like, look, y'all, it's a TV show that looked like Maury or some shit like that, and this dude on there talking about how Lucius then changed this whole generation, making these little white boys and all these other ones think that they black, and change this hip hop music. And I really hate that. Is a rhetoric that's been going around for years, okay? About hip hop, making them do this, making them do that. No, bitch. Okay, that's not it. And then they always want to blame it on one particular person, as if they really got that much power. But okay, Blake stormed the stage and said, bitch, fuck you. Okay, he was like, my son Blake don't even know if he white. He forgot that he white. He think he black. He said, bitch, let me tell you something. You put that picture up. Yeah, you made me put this picture. You make me put my hand up and do this, because I was 10 years old at the time, and I ain't seen you in a long time, and I would have did anything for you, okay? And you did that, and then as soon as we took that picture, you took me to a KKK racist rally and all this shit, and then I ain't seen you for 15 fucking years. I said, you better go off, Blake, and get your spot back. He was mad as shit. He's about to whoop his daddy ass. And I said, that is how it be when your son get all up in family members comes out the woodwork that you ain't never spoke to, or you ain't never known about, or you haven't spoken to in years or whatever. Once you get put on, and everybody was like, remember me, cousin? No, I don't. Bye bye. And so at this point, just like Eddie talking about, so he got an ace or whatever, at the extreme stuff, they want their ace to be Jamal and his people. Now, there was a scene with Jamal up there jamming with his little group of friends or whatever, and Tori was going off like, y'all need to stop talking about, is this too big, is this that? Just let's be about the music. Let's stop doing this shit. Come on. She was getting frustrated as fuck. The bitch probably was fiending for something, so that's probably what it was too. But Lucius came over there and was like, so we want your band. He was like, okay, so you want my tour band? He was like, no, I want your other band. He was like, well, how the fuck you found out? Bitch, for the simple fact that you put vibrato on your note when you finish your stuff, or the fact that you take these breathy pauses and stuff. Like, the daddy knows him. I said, oh, so you really been listening. And I was like, because we not for sale, we just about the music. And wouldn't you want to sacrifice to spend time with your son? He was like, listen, I wouldn't want to just go back to the way things were, where it wasn't about singles and it wasn't about sales or whatever, because that money and that stuff from those singles and those sales put food on my kids' plate, so that they wouldn't have to come to me and be crying because they couldn't eat. I said, I see both sides. But at this point, Jamal, do what you gotta do, because I was still wondering the same thing, like how people weren't gonna know that was Jamal singing or whatever, and his voice is so distinctive. Like, come on, you weren't gonna keep up that charade that long. And Lucius told Hakeem to call Blake, after seeing that whole little stunt happen, call Blake because, people gonna tune in just to see what happened, and Cookie was like, "You believe his story?" And he said, "Yeah, I believe it. I believe it." I was like, he is right about that. People pull stunts all the time and people still gonna fucking sell records and, they still gonna tune in to see just what the fuck type of train wreck or type of good that's gonna happen. Case in point, fucking Kanye West. Y'all still gonna buy his shit. So, it's time for the little concert. Hakeem come out there, yo, you wanna support this rent party and all this shit. I said, oh, so y'all not hiding what's going on a little bit. So he gets out there, he welcomed back Blake. The crowd was receptive to him and everything, and they out there doing their thing. And while Hakeem is on the stage with Blake leaves, and then here comes Tiana's ass. I said, bitch, you want more egg on your goddamn face? Because I know it wasn't going to end well. She gonna tell Becky, so this is what y'all doing. This is embarrassing the label, making it this low rent shit, making them the label look embarrassing and shit. My whole thing is, bitch, if you really need somebody else behind you to, make you who the fuck you are, you not that good because you can make it with anybody behind you. So if you got such a problem with fucking Empire, why don't you just fucking leave, okay? Because Eddie is about to be the fuck out. So what you gonna do after that? You gonna leave and go where Eddie go? Because, bitch, let somebody else be your headache. Cause bitch, she doing too fucking much. And at this point, Hakeem saw Tiana over there, right? Mind you, she wasn't even invited to perform. Hakeem seen Tiana on the side of the stage, and she looking like she finna get ready to come on there because Hakeem was trying to introduce somebody that's always been by his side and, who's been supporting him, doing all this stuff. Girl, she was ready to step on out, and Cassie came up there. I said, bitch. Becky said, boop. Pick your face up. You want to come pick your jaw back up off the floor, girl? I said, that's what the fuck you get. Now, see, they tried us. They tried us tonight when they had Cassie up there on that stage singing. That bitch was not singing. Y'all know damn well, just me and you. Just me and you. That was my shit, no lie. When that song came out, bitch, that was the shit. Cassie can't sing though. Okay, but she could have had a career just like Sierra. Sierra can't sing though, but Cassie looked like she can dance a little bit too. I think they dropped the ball on her and she just said, fuck it, let me start fucking with Diddy and fall in love. And that's exactly what happened, and it worked out well for her too. Hey, win-win all the way around. Anyway, her shit. Soon as she came into Diddy's office, her bag was secured, okay? No matter which path she took. Anyway, so she get out there, they singing a little duet. Then, in the midst of this, Andre get called in there to talk to Eddie and Kelly Patel. It was like, so what the fuck is this? So you mean to tell me you didn't think that we knew that you was going back and forth between your family? Let me tell you this. So some people are born into families and some people choose family, okay? We know how Lucius is. Lucius don't fuck around with you, okay? You need to be appreciated and you need to go where you are appreciated, okay? This is where you belong. You belong with us. So what I need you to do is to shut down this goddamn thing. And just to let you know, I know that you thought that number was what it was, but look, bitch, I'm putting in $700 million. So I guess they needed to come up with 10% of that money so that they can buy back the company or whatever. So, or at least put it private. And he was like, okay, whatever. Next thing you know, I'm thinking Andre ain't gonna do with that. He ain't gonna fuck them over like that. Oh, fuck me. He went down there and turned the server off. He done froze the server up. So now there's no paywall. There's nothing stopping Extreme from getting online and anybody interrupting, the stuff that's happening or whatever. And I guess they can't live stream yet. Okay, you can't cooperate, you can't donate or whatever because people was donating and all this stuff. You had celebrities donating and everything. So Andre, they trying to figure out what's going on. Andre shows up and said, no, it wasn't Eddie who did it. It was me who did it because Eddie knows about what's going on and they upped the offer to $700 million. And so therefore, this means that no paywall, y'all can go out there and say whatever it is that y'all want to, meaning you can get directly to the internet, okay? And you can have a surprise guest or whatever the fuck it is, a secret weapon that you need to come in and do what you got to do. And it was like, okay, cool. So what we gonna do? They go out there, they start talking, they put Eddie on Front Street. They got 15 minutes before the server comes back live. And everybody, they killed me with this part though. They made this speech like, woe is me, but we shall overcome as, we in the struggles as, and we need your help because we finna build these schools. We finna get the drugs out the streets. We finna give black men jobs and stuff. That's how the speech was going. And that's how they made it seem while they was kept on showing different people all over the city and all over the world, whatever, black people looking at the live extreme or whatever, and asking them to donate, making it seem like, oh, if I do this, I make a difference. I said, you got the nurse, you got the people at the bus stops, you got the little kids, you got the bitch in jail. I said, they get Wi-Fi in jail like that. Oh, okay. In her own flat screen and everything. But okay, that was cute. And then, at this point, this live stream go back up. They said we got a new group coming out, and the group was anonymous. Jamal had called them and said, come on up. At first, Tori was like, bitch, fuck you. The thing that you wouldn't ever have to ask me no shit like this because I wouldn't be trying to get my daddy's approval. You need to quit that shit. But eventually she did get on stage with them. That was the big surprise because apparently the anonymous group is like the number one in the country right about now. And so they get out there, they do what they do. Kelly Patel was like, ain't this about a bitch? I thought you need to fix this shit or we done. He said, calm the fuck down. We got this. We got this. Bitch. By the time Jamal and them get through off the stage, they didn't got over 700. No, they didn't got over $76 million. They only needed 70, I think. And so they was like, oh shit, we got it. Patel was fucking over it. And then at this point, he was hollering at Eddie. Eddie said, you watch your mouth. And then Giselle sends him a text saying, done. And it was like, oh, okay. Now you can go because now I'm going to finish it up from here. I said, bitch, what the fuck Eddie got going? Bitch, Cookie and Lucius go back to the house. They feeling each other. They fuck for the first time in a minute, bitch. Okay? They all happy afterwards, the morning after eating breakfast together. Bitch, Giselle and Eddie come in and basically said, your goons ain't loyal. See, you have a talent for violence, okay? And this is your scarf, right? You came up there and you gave the eulogy for Shine Norn. Damn well you killed him. And you went through all that, new me, kumbaya shit. And bitch, you ain't changed shit, okay? I seen it in your face when you got up there. I said, he got that look like he did something. And this is your scarf. Yeah, your goons ain't loyal, okay? So either take this, take your bid back from Empire, or you gonna spend the rest of your life in jail. I said, ain't this about a bitch? And I knew that was gonna come into play. I said, why would you leave that down there on it when he covered Shine face up with his ascot? And I said, why the fuck would you do that? Why would you do that? It still has your DNA on it. So if somebody was to find it, no matter what it is, and if it was on the body part, you just never know. Or if it had a little speck of blood on it, they could have used that and found that, bitch, that's your shit with your DNA. Ain't this about a bitch? This why they need Andre on the team for real, because Andre the only one who got brains up in the fucking family. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode of Empire. The finale comes on next week, I believe. Thank God. And I will see you guys later. Peace.